everybody, Coach Mel here. I hope you're following our journey with these wonderful ladies. Of course, we have Nellie and her journey to a kidney transplant, as well as her two daughters, Sonia and Berta. Today we're in my studio using the in-body scale. I'm going to measure all these guys today.
That's amazing.
It plays you music.
They'll start dancing though.
Okay, go ahead and step off. It's going to print a copy, Sonia, and then we'll get everybody. Then we'll all go to the desk, and everybody can just follow along, and I'll tell you guys what your diagnosis is. Okay, who's next?
Me or you? Go ahead, Lisa.
Okay. Okay, so
Because we all know I'm going to be the biggest one. No.
And then step on there, and I'll give you another one for your hands. Okay, Sonia, there's you, so we won't get confused. Okay, go ahead and step on.
Measuring your weight. Don't grab the handles or
Go ahead and wipe your hands off.
weight measurement is completed.
Holy Hannah.
Okay. And then the same thing for you.
Oh.
Yep.
What do you have to put your phone number?
Input
Just
your
that,
personal
if you can
information.
remember your phone number, then we'll always have you
Do
when you
this,
okay.
stand. Yep, this will give you a quick pick, and there you go.
Okay. 5, 2.
Yes.
Place your heels on the rear sole in the curve.
Good.
Same thing as Sonia, just grab the handles, thumbs in the ovals, straighten your arms out, and then open your arms up just so there's no contact. And just try to stay still for about 15
Size of your
seconds.
body. Starting your in-body test.
This is going to be fun to go over the results, guys.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! The best thing you can do is have a starting point.
That's
And
true.
we're not concerned about scale weight, but at least we know what's going on with your body fat and your muscles. So, okay, girly.
Okay.
2 down, 1 to go.
Aye.
Blowing
Wipe this
roof.
off real quick.
Okay, Lisa.
Okay, 1 through 8. It's just so if you have any lotion on your feet, so that everything connects. It sends electrical impulses
Through your body?
through your body, through the water in your body, which is essentially,
Yeah.
isn't it amazing?
That's
It
it.
was the best $6,000 I ever spent.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a great tool.
Aye.
Okay, Berta, do you want yours so you can gawk at it with your sister?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and step on.
I need to lose
Okay,
40
did you
more
wipe your hands
pounds.
off too already? Okay. Yep, good.
Measuring your weight.
Okay.
Do not grab the handles or move.
Well, 10, 20, 30, 40. No.
Yeah, right here. This is probably 10 right
Okay,
here.
Nellie, I'm gonna help you move your foot over this way a little bit so that it connects there. Okay, and
How about this one?
a little bit up, forward. Yep. Okay, you're good. Okay. And then, okay, go ahead and let go of the wall. Okay, what's your phone number?
Input.
Height.
How tall does it say I am?
It doesn't, I don't have the thing to do the height. How tall do you think you are?
5'2" something.
Girls, how tall do you think your mom is?
I'm 5'2".
Is she shorter than you?
Am I shorter than
No.
you?
No. I think you're 5'3".
5'3"?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty small.
Age?
63.
3.
Dang, Gina.
Be quiet, girl.
Okay.
Rats.
Okay.
Well, I went to the doctor 6 months ago.
All right, my dear. Thumbs in the ovals. Apply pressure right there. Straighten your arms. Straighten your arms. Open your arms. Open your arms.
This?
Yep, and open. Look at the picture. You're good. Okay, just stay still for about 15 seconds. Okay.
2 ounces a day.
Starting your in-body test.
46.11.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, you know I'm talking about,
Talk
girl.
about
Yep. Ay.
Ready? Coach Mel here. Before the camera was rolling, I was just telling these ladies I love seeing them every week. We laugh and we cry, and this is going to be the journey of a lifetime for all of us. And as much as these ladies may tell you I've changed their lives, they're going to be changing my life as well. This is what I live for. Fills my cup up. So we all got on the InBody scale. Has anybody weighed on one of those before?
No.
Okay. So the reason I purchased the scale is because I don't think anybody should be defined by a number as far as weight, and I think BMI is a bit old school. I hate it when people are scheduled for surgeries and they come in here and they say, my doctor says my BMI has to be this. Well, how about the body fat, okay? How about muscle? How about the fact that we've made progress? So I like this scale. Of course, it does weigh you, and we'll talk about weight only in reference to water, but I love that it shows us how much muscle and body fat we have. So it really gives you a full overview of your body composition, which makes up what you appear to look like. So I'm not gonna talk about your numbers out loud to anybody else. Okay, we're gonna start from the top and we're gonna look at our total body water. So we're gonna take our weight, which is the fourth line down, and divide it in half. Then we're gonna look up at our total body water to see if we're hydrated enough. So Sonia's is 89.8. Her total body water says 73.2. We can just scratch that. Sorry, you guys. So you're a little bit dehydrated. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
A little bit. Okay? And then we're going to look at Berta's.
80.45.
And what's your number say on the top?
67.2.
You're in trouble. Do you remember what I said?
Yes.
If you can't locate your water bottle, you haven't drank enough
Yeah.
water. Okay. I think I forgot mine in the car too, so don't feel bad. So you're pretty dehydrated, so good girl. And I know we can't pick on Nellie too much because she does dialysis 3 days a week, and she has to be careful. She is only allowed so much water, but let's just hear what her water is.
61.1.
What is your number at the top of your paper?
86.0.
Oh, okay, you're pretty hydrated.
No, but at half of that you said?
Half
Okay,
half
Yeah,
of your weight.
What's half of your weight?
Half your weight.
Is 114.1.
114.1 for her weight.
Okay, so you're a little
And then
dehydrated.
tip weight 86.0.
Yep, okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay,
Mhm.
no worries. We'll keep an eye on that, okay? So we're gonna go down, we're gonna go by chunks. Chunk, chunk, chunk,
Okay.
chunk, okay? So if you're following along, if you have a scan from somewhere, we're on muscle fat analysis, okay? We're gonna look at the weight. We see it, it's there, who cares, okay? We only wanna know what we weigh for our water.
I love her. She makes me feel good.
if you divide your weight in half, and it seems like a really long ways away to get to your total body water, start from half of your goal weight. Here's an example. If you weigh 200 pounds and your goal weight is 150, divide the goal weight by 150 if you're struggling to reach that number.
Oh.
It kind of just gives you a little bit of leeway. It's a good start. We're going to look at SMM next. And notice next to SMM, everybody, it's in pounds. Skeletal muscle mass, okay? In my opinion, skeletal muscle mass is the most important thing on this scan. When we all get older, if we don't have muscle, I wouldn't even be able to get up and down out of this chair. After age 40, you start to slowly lose muscle, and it's hard to build muscle. Muscle is your biggest asset. You want to hang on to it like gold. If I get on the InBody scale and I've lost muscle, oh boy howdy, do I get my head out of my booty and I start upping my protein, eating a little more, maybe hitting the weights a little bit more. So that's very important. So what I want to point out to the girls here, in this shaded area, the first light shaded area is arrowing down. That's below average skeletal muscle mass.
Oh.
The middle is normal. and the other one to the right is above average, okay? When it comes to skeletal muscle mass, we want to be normal or above average, okay? We don't want to be below average, okay? So I won't say what your muscle is, Sonia, but I'm going to look at yours really quick. Okay, you're okay with me sharing?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, then let's look here. So she actually has a black bar here. She has 56 pounds of muscle. So that is amazing. So,
Wow.
Berta,
Right on.
okay.
You can share mine.
Now, Berta has 50.3 pounds of muscle, which she's in a healthy range, which is great. If she would like to put on more muscle, that's up to her, but she looks good. She's not down here in the black. So she has a healthy amount of muscle, okay?
She's got to show mine.
Woo! Hot dang! Nellie, I am surprised.
Really?
Yes! She's above average.
Wow,
She
Mom.
has
Wow,
64.2
You guys know I
pounds
used to work
of
out.
I know.
muscle.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
That's more than
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere here. Okay. So we're going to look down at the obesity analysis chunk. So if you're following along, we're right here. I crossed out on this sheet BMI because I already gave you my spiel on the BMI. I think it's bull. So it's just old school. So we're going to go down to percentage of body fat, okay? Now this is the quite opposite of the muscle, okay?
Yes.
The first area, the light shaded gray area, below average, you're going to see your bulimics, your anorexics, your bodybuilders, okay? It's not a level of body fat that you can sustain long term. If you know anybody that's been in a bodybuilding contest, it's usually hard to sustain it. You've got to really reduce your calories to do it. Normal is where we're shooting for. Normal is like, that's where we want to be. Above is not where we want to be. So,
Oh, no.
Me too.
are you okay with me sharing?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sonia, we're at 44.3, and we want to bring you back to 28. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's doable, Shay.
yeah, for sure. Okay, we've got Berta's at 42. We want to bring her back. You guys are pretty close, which is kind of cool because
Yeah.
you guys can do this together.
Yep.
Maybe some friendly competition. Okay, Nellie, we've got her at 46.1. Okay, so
But what does it say right there, the lowest or whatever on the chart that I could be?
well, we want to get you into healthy.
Is it 26 or
28%.
28?
28%.
Yeah.
We want to get you in. So, okay, so the one thing that I want to tell you, and these ladies have the most positive attitude, and even though some people would just be crushed by what we just talked about, these girls have a positive attitude because you know what? They're here and they're doing what they can and they're making small changes. But I'm going to use myself for an example. It was December, close to December 31st, close to the new year, and my size 15 pants weren't fitting me, and I was needing to go to get bigger jeans, and I was not going to go get bigger jeans. And I just totally put my blinders on, and I joined the gym, and I worked out like a fiend. I got my diet under control, and within 6 weeks, I never cheated on my diet, not one time. In 6 weeks, I reduced my body fat by 10%. So, do I think that 28% is that far away for these
No.
ladies? Not at all. I mean, I always say, tell me what you're doing now, I'll tell you where you'll be in a year from now. I mean, you guys are going to watch these guys over the next year or even as
It's
long
so
as long as
exciting.
they'll talk to me and see that they're just going to continually getting smaller and reduce that body fat and learning a healthy ways of eating. Okay, so segmental lean analysis I don't think is going to be a problem for any of these ladies. This is how your muscle is in pounds is distributed throughout your body. If you're curious, you can see that a lot of people aren't asymmetrical, so your left arm and your right arm might not be the same, your left leg and your right leg might not be the same, but a good percentage of body fat to have, you want to test over 100% on all of your body parts.
Wow.
Okay,
not my
your legs, I would say if I was your trainer, we'd probably focus on building your legs.
Yeah, my
That means you carry
arms
more
are
muscle
strong.
in these areas of your body.
My
What if-
legs.
My
Legs
legs,
as well,
my legs.
same.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so if I was your trainer, we'd definitely try to put some muscle on your legs, so, okay? So, obviously I'm gonna be working with these ladies long-term, so I put them in my scale permanently. So the next time that they test, on the very bottom, ladies, it says the year, the month, and the day, okay?
Mhm.
So if you ever wanna say, oh, what day was that? You guys will know, it took me a while to figure that out. Okay, and then we've got your weight, your skeletal muscle mass, and your body fat. And it's gonna give you bars. And what we're looking for is we want your muscle to stay the same or go up if you choose. Obviously, we need to work on your legs a little bit, so yes, we want it to go up. And we wanna see that that percentage of body fat is gradually going down. And just know, even if you lose like 3% body fat, you will feel a difference in the way your
Yes.
clothes fit. It's a new way of looking at things because even though it's 2019, people are obsessed with the numbers on the
Yes, they
scale.
are.
And
It's
that's
true.
that's
and it
the
makes
thing.
it discouraging and
Yeah.
difficult. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And kind of scary. And you're like, I'll never get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, I really want to squash the scale because as women we fluctuate a lot
Yes.
with hormones and having our periods and stress, and the foods that you eat
Yes.
affect your weight. If you're weighing yourself every day,
Don't do
I'm
it.
sorry, if
It's the
you're
worst
getting
thing.
frustrated, it's your own fault. Maybe if you need this as a tool, weigh yourself once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I think Monday is the worst day to weigh yourself. I think after the weekend, it's been tested. People eat more on the weekend and they eat more sodium on the weekend, so then you're up in water weight. I think if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, Friday is the best day to
Wow.
weigh. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So,
it does.
you know, I know everybody has their own personal preference, but I've coached hundreds of people and I've seen more self-destruction come from people that weigh themselves every day. And then they come in here and then they're down. And I have to tell them, just put it away once a month on the in body and that's all you need. Okay? So we're going to look up here on the right hand corner. This is your summary. The first one is your body fat mass. That's self-explanatory. That's your body fat. It's going to have a plus or minus. That is the amount of body fat that we need to lose, okay? The one thing that I don't want you ladies doing is taking that number and subtracting it from the weight. Because if you start working out and you start building muscle and losing body fat, that equation is going to change.
Yes,
So
it
it
is.
won't be accurate for you to do it, so don't even bother.
Okay.
Number
Is
two,
it true that muscle weighs more than fat?
yes, and I'll use
Okay.
myself as an example. When I was younger and I was skinny, I hate to use the word skinny fat, but I'm going to just say it this one time just because everybody knows what that means. It means that on the scale, I registered a low weight, but I wasn't toned, okay? And I'll tell people this. What my body looked like is it looked like I had chicken breast under my skin, okay? When you're toned and you have muscle, you weigh more. So I've put on 10 pounds of muscle, but now I have steak under my skin. Can you imagine the analogy?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Do I
Yeah.
care that I weigh 10 pounds more?
No.
I look better, and I'm actually smaller, which is really weird. So, okay. So lean body mass, this one you guys probably don't know, but what that means is muscle. So if you have a plus by your lean body mass, you need to gain muscle. If you, what are you at? You're zeroed out, you're great. Awesome. That's good. We are, what are you?
For what?
The lean body mass.
0.
Nellie?
too.
Okay, we're good.
So what does that mean?
That means our goal is not to, our muscle's good. That's not what we need to
I see.
focus on. We need, not to say that if they started working out, we couldn't, work on building some muscle in their legs, but we need to lose body
The
fat.
body fat.
That is our
I
main
see.
goal, 100%, okay? All right? Your lean body mass is your muscle and your bone.
Wow.
That's what that weighs. What you got, sister?
What's
100?
yours?
Oh, 100.1
Berta?
pounds.
Lean body mass,
Uh-huh.
91.9.
Nice.
117.5.
Wow. Nellie.
Not bad for a 16-year-old.
Wow, jeez, girl. I'm so impressed. You know what this tells me? Once we get her body fat down, she's going to look amazing because under the
excited.
chicken breast
Yeah.
is lean muscle.
Yeah.
So you just have to get to it.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty
it's really
cool.
awesome. And you
Dang,
know what?
Mom.
It takes years to build muscle. It's harder for me to work with a client who is skinny fat than a client who has high amount of body fat and more muscle. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it takes a long time. So, okay, your basal metabolic rate, your BMR, this is the amount of calories that you burn not even getting out of bed. What you got?
1,350.
Okay.
1,271.
Okay.
1,521.
Okay. Nice. Why does Nellie have a higher BMR than you guys?
Because she has more muscle.
Nice job, scholar. Now we're getting somewhere. You know what? I tell you, I love working with people, and my goal is to make sure that it's crystal clear.
Yeah.
I have a lot of patience. I'll sit here till it's crystal clear. So obviously, yes, people who carry more muscle are allowed more calories each day. Your mother is probably not losing weight because she should probably
I'm not eating
enough. Okay, so we're going to get into this topic another
That's
day, and Josh is always going to remind me, right, Josh, when I say, oh, this is a topic for another day. But if you were a nutrition client, I would look at two factors. I would look at how many calories you burn a day and how many calories you eat. Generally, unless you're super, super sedentary, I would not recommend that you eat much less than your basal metabolic rate. Scientifically, I can give you an exact number if I know those two things, and you can monitor it each day. But I'm not going to complicate things for you. 99.9% of the women that sit right here at this desk are not eating enough, and they are not losing any body fat. So that's another subject, okay? So, questions,
That's
ladies?
amazing.
Wow.
Explains why I eat like one a day and I eat like at 3 o'clock.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. When I had my coffee stand, if you're local, Leopard Lattes on Spokane Street, I started out a size 3, and I started getting into, my husband and I were working 80 hours a week, and I was just at the mercy of my business. And unfortunately, as you know, most coffee stands don't have healthy choices. I added them later. So I was eating bagels, I was eating muffins, I was inventing all these, leppuccinos and drinking the leftovers. And I was super uneducated back then about what was healthy. And within a year, my weight just skyrocketed. And one thing I do remember at the time is I wasn't eating very often. I wasn't eating a lot, but the quality of food that I was eating was super high in carbohydrates and super high in sugar. And I tell you what, if you don't think you can gain weight fast,
You will.
I can prove it to you.
Yes.
It happened to me when I was 19. It happened to me again when I was 27. So I could easily blow up if I didn't watch it every single day. So
Same here.
yeah, every day, that's always my word, and start. So, okay, you guys, we're going to wrap up, and thanks for joining us today. If you're local in the Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene area, and you would like to come in and get an in-body scan, contact me, and I will see you at Metamorphosis Personal Training Studio, and maybe I can give you a little insight and a little bit of coaching on, getting some body fat off or gaining muscle and reaching your goals. So thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And as always, I hope to
a
connect,
pleasure.
inspire, and motivate you. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.